2 people joining by Zoom. Bill Zacharias, I see, is waiting here. There's Sherry Jansen, and then 1 participant. You know if I should share it again.
Sorry.
Quickly talk about Winkler while, or about Grenier while he's muted. He can't hear us.
I can still hear you. You just can't hear all the noise going on upstairs here.
Oh, how confusing that is for me. Hello.
Oh, you're muted, Bill.
So Wendy was saying that all of you are actually upside down.
They're not upside down, but the words were backwards.
Might not be a bad look for us after this.
Things are a little shy anyway.
So Wendy, should we just proceed?
Yeah.
Oh.
Jody, did you mute Bill or is Bill muted on his own?
I think he should be able to unmute.
He is muted. Bill, can you unmute?
He's talking, but we can't hear him.
Yeah.
Jody, you have him?
I
Hey,
can't-
Bill, the lights are on, but there's no one home.
I'll ask him to unmute here.
There you go. Thank you. There you go. Now we can hear you.
Okay, Jody, if you would, can you manage the muting part of it so that we can proceed? Okay?
Yeah.
Well, good evening, everyone. As you can see, this is a very interesting situation for our council meeting tonight. We have many of our councillors and our guests at home. And so the council room looks a little bit different. And thank you for everyone who is here. And we'll try and get through this thing. So be it resolved that the agenda of the regular council meeting of November the 10th, 2020 be adopted. Do I have a mover?
Henry Stevens?
Thank you, Henry, and a seconder.
Marvin.
And thank you, Marvin. Any additions to the agenda? Hearing none, all in favor? Raise your hands. Aye, yep, good. Yeah, if you raise your hands on camera, that's great. We'll think you're waving at us. And that is carried. Be it resolved that the minutes of the regular council meeting of October 27th, 2020 be adopted. Mover?
Don.
Thank you, Don. Seconder?
Karina?
Michael?
Thank you, Karina. You're first. Michael, you better be a little quicker. Any questions regarding the minutes? Hearing none. All in favor? That is carried. Correspondence. We have a letter here from the Manitoba Provincial 911 and Police Dispatch acknowledging our new 2021 911 service agreement. And I guess that's one thing we approved, and so therefore they just acknowledge that it's in place. And with the increase, 3% increase compared to 2020 fees, and also in regards to the staffing and system costs. So, an FYI. Then we have another letter, a request from the Boundary Trails Health Care Foundation in regards to looking for funding. So just a note for all of us. And we'll carry on to finance. Be it resolved that the accounts payable in the amount of $2,335,000 $395.57 as approved by the Finance Committee be approved for payment. Do you have a mover?
Henry Simmons?
Thank you, Henry. A seconder?
Karina Vicker.
Thank you, Karina. Any questions regarding the accounts or questions about any check register?
I had a question, but thank you, Danica, for answering that. I appreciate that.
All right, thank you. With that, all in favor? That is carried. Thank you. Be it resolved that water and sewer report for October 2020 be received for information. Mover
Andrew?
and a seconder?
Marvin.
Marvin, thank you. Any questions regarding that report?
Just one very quick one. Has Bill Zacharias had a chance to review that?
He's smiling.
Okay, good.
Wendy.
If only I had been listening, I'd have a retort for that.
You know, Bill, maybe you can answer this. Our current staff can't explain it to us why we have so much more sewage than we have water. I thought you might be able to explain that for us.
Due largely a part of the makeup of the present council, I suppose.
I knew you shouldn't have asked him.
Okay, I can see I'll have to quit asking these kind of questions.
Yeah. Have to keep him muted.
I can give you a little history on that. During the drought years 87 to 89, that would never have occurred. Sewage should always be about 70 to 80% of your water usage. However, the groundwater table in Winkler recovered, and we had a lot of infiltration, both from drain tiles at private homes and sewer system leakage as well. So it just infiltrates from sources.
There you go. Thank you, Bill. Just to make sure that you're not on the payroll tonight. I just want to make sure of that.
Oops.
You know, seeing you're here, Bill, all kidding aside, I've been here before when you were still here, and just want to again express our appreciation for the service that you extended to the city and also carrying on for different groups right now. So thanks for serving, Bill. Thanks. Good to have you here.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Be it resolved that the Explore Morden Winkler AGM meeting minutes for November 3rd, 2020 be received for information. Mover?
Karina Vicker.
Thanks, Karina.
There was no questions for the
Yeah.
for the
Did we
Water
work
sewer
on
report?
water?
Oh, sorry. Was there any other questions? Okay, in that case, all in favor? That's carried. Thanks. Sorry about that. Okay, we have a mover. Do we have a seconder for the Explore Morden Winkler AGM meeting?
I can help.
Marvin, thank you. Any questions, or Karina, do you want to have any comments in regards to the group you're representing?
I think we are very fortunate to have such good leaders in the tourism industry, people who have not quit on us, because this pandemic has done a number on the tourism industry. And so we have some very good leaders up front. They're all fighting for us, and we're very thankful for them. The other thing is that we are looking forward to having a hired staff on hand for Explore Morden Winkler. That'll save a lot of time for a lot of us volunteers that put in a lot of our hours. And that includes our Wendy that's in the room there, and she puts in a lot of hours, and we're very grateful for them. We're very fortunate and successful because of those hours, so thank you.
Okay, thank you. And thank you, Wendy. Behind the scenes, Wendy. All right, with that, all in favor? That is carried. Be it resolved that Winkler Arts and Culture meeting minutes for October the 20th, 2020 be accepted for information. Mover?
Michael?
Seconder?
I can help him out, Don.
Okay, Don over here. Thank you, Michael, and thank you, Don. Any questions regarding WAC minutes? Comments? All in favor? It's carried. All right, we're up to delegations and public hearings. We're a couple of minutes early, so I think what we'll do is we'll just go through and be it resolved this meeting of council recess for the purpose of holding public hearings. Mover? Don, and seconder?
Karina,
Greena, thank you. All in favor? That is carried.
is Gwen there?
No. Okay, you're the only one representing the group here. Okay, so the rest of them are online, Wendy, that are wanting to be here part of this. Jody, I would suggest we carry on then.
Okay, so we're here for a public hearing for variation number 1630-20. The applicant is PCL Constructors Canada on behalf of owner Salem Home and Southern Health. And this is in regards to the location at 165 15th Street or 1475 Pemine Avenue. And the variation request is in order to allow the use of temporary visitation centers constructed from shipping containers to be used for up to 2 years. And of course, the reason for this is to bring temporary visitation to the personal care home there, which would allow for safe family visits during the COVID-19 pandemic. And so as far as the public notice, we have not received any written objections to the notice. There are some shared notes for you, council, that was in your council agenda package.
Okay, is there any other questions? All right, well, this is another one of those COVID issues that has to be dealt with, and certainly for the benefit of those who are in Salem Home, it's very important that they have access to family coming to visit them, and this is what this will be accommodating. So, any other comments, questions?
Is the guest here? Were you here to speak on this issue? Okay. Maybe just state your name and.
Jordan Herkin. I don't want to necessarily object, it's just I'm not aware of the plans, and I'm just hoping that we're not creating a couple of eyesores, and that really that the shipping containers are retrofitted in a manner that's consistent with the visual appearance of the area and the other buildings in the area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm not sure what they're planning to do as far as painting is concerned. I'm sure they will. I think that's part of the plan. But I don't think those containers will be retrofitted, that they won't look like containers. At least that's my understanding. From the pictures that I've seen from elsewhere, they are a container and will continue to be a container. And that's why it's temporary, just to get through the COVID issue.
Yeah, I think they're trying to, I think that they have, from what I've seen in other places, that they've painted them. I'm not sure what stage they're at with the one here. And they were going to put proper access to get into them as well. But I agree that during the length of time that they're there, they will probably be somewhat obvious as containers that have been retrofitted for these visitation purposes. And maybe perhaps Bill will have ability to answer that more as well.
Okay, any other questions?
Yeah,
Bill, go ahead.
sorry. Yeah, the intent is they have been painted, set on wood foundation. I believe they are skirted. The decking and railing and handicap ramp is yet to go in, or in the process of going in. They just suspended a little bit of the construction at this point, pending this outcome of this hearing. But their intent is not to overdevelop the exterior look of this. They're focused on the interior more than the exterior. And they will, what you see, I think, is what you got.
Okay, does that clarify it?
May I also suggest that they're, like perhaps, for example, for the comfort of the people visiting, to have something like a window put in, or, you know, something to make them comfortable.
Right.
I'm not sure if they're going to be heated or air conditioned in the summer. Like, they're tin cans, right?
Bill, can you answer that question? The question was in regards to a window in that facility, if there would be any windows put in?
Yeah, presently there's one window in each visitation center. Are we disappointed? Yes, we are. As to the interior, it's being insulated, studded, insulated panels with rather, I would suggest sort of a COVID-resistant virus finish. The interior will be equipped with ultraviolet light for the purpose of disinfecting the entire unit when no one is present in it.
Okay, thank you. That answers the question. All right, Jody? Be it resolved that this public hearing for variation 1630-20 be closed. Mover? Michael, thank you.
Marvin.
Seconder, Marvin, thank you. All in favor? And that is carried. Be it resolved that council approve variation number 1630-20. Do you have a mover?
Henry Simmons?
Seconder?
Marvin.
Henry and Marvin, thank you. All in favor? And that is unanimously carried. So thank you. Thank you for coming and expressing your concerns as well. Okay, I'll ask the question. Well, first of all, I'll introduce it. Be it resolved that the council committee appointments for 2021 be approved as per the attached list. Mover?
I have a question.
Not yet.
Move it first.
Okay, sorry.
Mover?
You can put me.
Dawn.
Don? Don moved. Who seconded?
Karina moved.
Karina? Okay. No, well, she has a question. So meanwhile, Don moved it. Henry seconded. Okay, questions? Karina?
TV lip is still not me.
Okay, I thought we went through this enough times already, but
So PV lip on the attachment that we just put there,
you
I
have,
have PV lip is listed as Michael Grenier, alternate Marvin Platt.
yeah, no, it's supposed to be Karina. PV lip, there's only one. I think, Michael, you were alternate, right?
Yeah.
So Karina was the primary and Michael was the alternate. And the other one, Karina, that you had a question about earlier, is that sorted out in regards to the
Yeah, that
community
was,
resource?
we were missing the Winkler Resource Committee.
Okay,
Jody, could you want to move the camera back so I can look at who I'm
Oh,
talking
sorry.
Oh, that's okay. And then Winkler Family Resource went back to Michael.
right,
So, and then I came off Regional Connections but the only change that needs to happen is the.
The PV lip.
I need to
right,
set it.
yep.
Got
No,
that. So it's Karina and alternate.
Michael
Got it.
for PV lip, yep.
Thank you.
Okay, the rest of them look good?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for bringing that to our attention. So with that change, then, all in favor? And that is carried. And again, as I mentioned before, these are effective January the 1st of 2021. Okay, the next one is a little bit of an interesting one. Whereas the province of Manitoba has created a municipal enforcement support program called MESP to train municipal bylaw enforcement officers to enforce public health orders and provide financial supports to municipalities, including reimbursement of 100% of the related ticket revenue. Therefore, be it resolved that the City of Winkler will apply for the program, but will not accept the revenue from tickets issued for the enforcement of public orders. Can I make a little bit of an adjustment there?
That's, I'll put it on the floor. Henry Siemens?
Okay, Henry moved, seconder? Andrew seconded? Okay. The change I would like to make is related to simply saying will not accept revenue. I had it written down there.
Yeah,
I want that direct correlation
yeah,
in there.
yeah, you'd contacted Ben Lyles, and then he had emailed back and said if that's what you want, what you had talked to him, that this would be the way that he would suggest wording it. Because it makes it clear that it is not for, that we would not be reimbursed for any of the values of the tickets.
Okay,
So that's what this wording is intended to reflect.
okay, but here's a problem. My conversation with him and my issue with this was simply with the correlation between tickets and direct revenue.
Yes,
What we're doing here, if they want to decide that they're going to give a grant to a community for enforcing bylaw tickets, we're not saying no to that. We just don't want there to be a direct correlation between tickets issued and revenue received.
and that is what he suggested here, is that, that we are not accepting any revenue from tickets
Tickets
issued.
issued.
So,
Well, if it's clear for him and if we can make this clear to the public why we're doing this, then I
so
have no
this,
issue.
this resolution simply reflects that, that we would not get reimbursed for any amount for the value of any tickets that would be issued. So that means our bylaw enforcement officer can go out and enforce these public health orders and write the tickets, and none of that revenue from those tickets will flow back to Winkler.
Right, that is the intent.
Yeah.
Okay, so if
And I
that's
can
good,
put a post notes on our minutes also to make that clear. I think the resolution is the way the MSO
Okay.
was hoping to see it.
okay,
And then we'll make a note of clarification on the minutes.
okay. If that's okay. Council, you're okay with that?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, we have a mover and a seconder. Any other questions? All in favor? And that's carried.
And just a note, it means, what this program means is that our bylaw enforcement officer will receive the appropriate training, and they'll receive the same kind of identification that is needed so that the public knows that they have the authority to enforce. And then simply that we're declining that revenue.
Yeah, it is not that we don't stand behind the
That's right.
government and their orders to enforcement. It is important and we want the training, but just simply because of the issues of trust in our community, that is not that we are issuing tickets and expecting to have a fistful of revenue coming off of it, is the reason why we're doing this.
Yeah, or basically just don't want the cash grab. We're not trying to do this for cash.
That's right.
Exactly. Okay, great. Thanks, Council. Be it resolved that the Morden Veterinary Services District Board minutes on budget report to be received for information. Mover? Michael, is that you or Don?
Michael,
Yeah, Michael?
Okay, Michael and then Don. Any comments regarding these minutes and budget? Hearing none, all in favor? And that is carried. All right, we have come to the end. We don't have any media here, and if there is questions, Wendy, you can inform me and then I can connect with them. So far not? All right. Therefore be it resolved, this regular meeting of council be adjourned. Mover? Prina? Marvin? Prina, Marvin?
Andrew?
I got an in and an out. All right, all in favor?